just heard a vocal straight back, all the way in the back of my property. And of course, like always, I first come in this morning, before I can even get the camera out, I had whistles before I even hit the trail that I had coming into the gifting area. Just one like steady, consistent like whistle. No change in tone or anything. It was like, hey, he's coming in kind of thing. I guess. I don't know what to think of it. It's happening pretty much every time I come in now. As opposed to, unless I just wasn't paying attention, I never heard it before at all. There's something back there on the other side of that meadow. Low, not too low to the ground, maybe about 3.5, 4 foot off the ground. To the right of that stump in the middle of my screen. That pushed over stump. I'm trying to ease on back here to the gifting area. I've been here one time since I last checked it, and that's a whole nother story. There's a foot, well, there's some type of track right there. It's pretty good size. It looks like, let me see if I can get this without, it's right here. I've recorded a lot of tracks in here. It's always cool to find, but I'm more into the structures and vocalizations. And I mean, don't get me wrong, it's all good to record and keep track of. And I guess what I'm saying is I know they're using this, so I'm aware of it. Them leaving the tracks, which I know I'm blessed to be able to see tracks. I'm not saying that at all. Alright, I'm gonna be quiet here. I definitely feel like I've got all eyes on me this morning. I hate this feeling. Let me put this here. Boy, oh boy, they've got this really matted down. I don't know if you guys, it's probably hard to see. Man, they are definitely coming over that way, coming in from that way. Good night. They're actually going out this way too, going across here. I want to try to stay as quiet as I can. My apologies, but I don't want to speak too much right now because the time before last, I had two different bipedals staring at me from two different locations. And one was right on that hill. Right up on that hill. He was peeking around a tree. Actually, he was like right in there. And just before I saw him, Actually, let me back up. The one I actually saw was not this one. It was this one. Let me zoom back out. The one back here on this meadow, where that white dead tree is, right there in the center of my screen. Back in behind that, actually a little to the left, I saw that one, but I didn't say anything. I just kept, just kept moving along. I tried to not make it obvious. But before I saw that one, back in the meadow I was just talking about, I heard a really light knock. Not one time, not two times, not three times, but 5 times. And it was pretty consistent, like knock, 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 knock. And then I heard nothing else until I was getting ready to leave. And I got midway out of the trail. And I got that same whistle just before I got to the last like 20 feet of getting to the end of the trail. Okay, we're here at the gifting spot. They cleaned the basket out completely. Oh, they got the other spinner. Let's see if they got the one that I put up here. Let me see. Let's see if they got this other stuff first. Let me see. Oh yeah, it is cleaned. Oh wow, they got everything. They got the crackers. Man, they got everything. Awesome. So, no trash. I don't see any trash. Wow, I'm amazed. There's my spinner that I left for them. Maybe they don't like the color. I don't know. I'm gonna put it back up again. Maybe this time I'll put it in the basket. Maybe they'll I got some more stuff. Actually, I'll set it right here. I've got some more stuff that I want to put in the basket that are just like, one's like a fidget, like a star. It's a fidget. It's got some blue in it and what have you. You kind of like snap them. Oh, there's a whistle. Man, I hope you guys heard that. I can't whistle. That's my problem. But I do have a whistle in my pocket. Man, I'm glad I had the phone on. Now I just hope you guys could hear that. And then I brought this little blue elephant type deal. I'm gonna put that in there for them. And then I was coming down the road and I seen this little blue keychain, which the key isn't anything of mine. I double checked to make sure of that. But yeah, I know everybody keeps telling me they like blue, so I'm gonna put that in there. Actually, yeah, I'll set it in there. Wow. Just one whistle. Same thing, but way, like maybe 150, 200 yards out to my left across the meadow. And see, when I come in, before I got a chance to record, my first whistle was right beside me to the right, coming in here, like towards the hillside. But only like, to me it sounded like 50 yards. I'll put another thing in there. I just had it in my pocket. That's odd. There's a few gifts for them. I had some apples and stuff at the house, but obviously I forgot them. I'm so happy that they got what I put up here. They did get that other spinner though, and the marbles. I don't see anything here that they left, or let me see. Let me look down at this. I don't like peeking in these too much, but I'll look, see what we got. That is awesome. It's awesome. It's been almost a week. I was trying to remember the last time I stopped in here. I stopped in here Monday, and I just did a quick walkthrough. I had actually gotten a phone call that uh, a buddy of mine, he came up the road and he seen a truck. He said he saw a truck sitting at my entrance. So I rode up here because I was up in the area anyway. I'd come up to see my dad, and of course, by the time I got up here, nobody was here, which I'd rather have it that way. And I figured I'd take a walk back. That day, I didn't have any experience, I don't believe. I think I might have had a whistle. I'm pretty sure I did. I don't think I've been in here in the last almost month without getting a whistle every time I walk in. But anyway, I said I was going to be quiet. That worked out real well. Okay. I'm going to step up over this for a minute. And I'm waiting to catch this guy that I saw bow hunting in here. I hope I don't. Like I said, I just soon have him just move on and get the message by me knowing that I saw him the last time. There's something right dead center of my screen, dark back, straight back to the left of that white rotten tree. This tree here. It's something low to the ground. That's as far as I can zoom. See that better. What that is. I locked on it right when I first walked in here. And I haven't seen it. It seems like it's changed any. I saw it the first time. I'm just going to keep looking around, panning with the camera. I don't like to be too obvious. I mean, I know they know that I'm videoing them, but like I said before, I don't think I'd want a camera in my face nonstop. It amazes me how different it looks through the camera, looking through the camera, opposed with your eye, with the naked eye. It's so different. It's cold this morning, a little breezy, 5-10 mile an hour winds, but it's cold. That hillside right there has been a really hot topic so far this last month or so. I guess it's because they're on a higher, they're able to see better. It's a good vantage point for them. Which it's actually good for me too, because I notice them quicker, or at least when I'm wanting to look up that way for that reason, I tend to find them really easy while they're up there, right? But peeking behind it from around a tree or what have you. But they do hang up there, and I've had something small low to the ground, really dark right there at that structure there, where that in the center of my screen, where that stump is uprooted. I literally watched something with my naked eye, not through the camera, moving, peeking, like look around and go back real quick, look around and go back real quick. And at first I thought it was just like a raccoon or something like that, but I actually saw where it was reaching, like hanging on to the side of, like there was a branch, and it had its like arm up. I could see its arm, So I'm leaning more towards a juvie. Um, but I haven't seen it since. I mean, not saying that it's no right here every time. I wasn't gonna. I'm not gonna say it. I was gonna tell you guys something about my the last trip I was talking about. I stopped in here because somebody called me that they seen somebody at my entrance. Heck with it, I'll tell you. Anyway, I go in. I start walking in the trail. This is the last time I just walked in and walked out. Well, the reason why I walked in and left quickly was I got that same dreaded feeling again that I had a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I can't remember what video it was, but I was walking in, and it was when I first started to want to keep pushing straight back into my property, and I couldn't. Like something kept telling me not to come any closer, or just turn around and leave, basically. So I did that. Well, the last time I was here, it happened again, but only this time it was loud. Like, I know some people are gonna think I'm crazy, or the ones that aren't too familiar with how we can communicate with these beings. You can communicate with them several ways, and I'm a strong believer in telepathically communicating with them, and not because I tried it and it worked, because they talked to me one day in here, and it freaked me out the first time that I actually, it had me look around like, who just said that? Like, I'm not joking. So anyway, I get in here, and I didn't even make it to the gift. I just saw something back. Let me see. I didn't even get to the watch center of my screen. There's a big tree right dead center with a leaner leaning against it. Well, where the leaner is leaning against the tree is the tree I'm talking about, dead center. I just seen something peek. Wasn't super quick. I just caught it leaning back behind the tree after it was looking at me. So yeah, I was coming in, and I said, I'm gonna go check the gifting area out and just head out. Well, I got in about 25, 30 yards, and something just screamed at me, like, leave, or I heard leave, but it was like, almost like, what are you doing? Leave now. And it scared me. I mean, I don't know, scared is the right word, but it was like, okay, I get it. I don't belong here today. It's like one of those bone-chilling, like, I don't know, you ever had, when somebody, like, jumps around a corner at you and you're not expecting them to be there? That's the kind of feeling I got instantly when I heard it come through my mind, It's like, I was like, ooh, I don't know how to explain it. It scared the never wits out of me, if that's even a word. It just scared me to death. And let me tell you something. I don't care if you own something, or you think you own something, or you know 100% it's yours. I'm going to tell you something. When something doesn't want you there, the feeling that I get is, I don't own crap. It's all theirs. I'm just borrowing it. So, and that's just the way I feel about it. I mean, you think about it, they've been here a whole lot longer than we have. I have no proof of it, but that's the way I feel, and it just makes sense. I mean, I'm not gonna, I don't care how much I own or what I think I have a right to, or I'm not pushing my weight around, especially when you have that 100% feeling, 200% feeling that you're not supposed to be there. at that moment. Now, right now, I'm here. I don't have that feeling, but I do have the feeling that obviously I just seen something peeking around the tree where I'm keeping this camera, and I'm watching and I haven't seen it again. But that doesn't mean anything. So I'm gonna pan away for a minute. Maybe I can watch it with my eyes. But yeah, I'm not getting that get out of here, but I've got the fact that something is watching me, and more than something, like many. And which I get every time I come in here, but it's usually friendly. Almost, I talk to them, and say hi every time I come in, and wish them well, and say a prayer, and and it comes from my heart. And I did it the other day, my last time, and no sooner I got my prayer done, that's when it hit me. It's like, what are you doing? Get out. Stop. Don't come any further. It was, the most bone-chilling feeling. And, I've got my own theories. I want to talk to a friend of mine that also has a channel. I'm going to find out what his thoughts are on it. But I have my own theories about it, and I feel like, I said it before, I feel like, sometimes you get somebody passing through that doesn't quite stay here, or, kind of like center of my screen, center of the video screen. Just keep watching that spot. It's about 70 feet off the ground, tall, skinny. I don't know if it's just a shadow, but it wasn't there when I came to this spot that I'm aware of. I knew I would have saw that. I forgot what I was talking about now. Yeah. So I feel like you get a troublemaker that'll, he's making his journey, and he just so happens the day that you're walking in on your property or wherever you're heading, you and him kind of meet on the same path, and he kind of trumps who you are, or what your energy is, and you can just you get the instant vibes off of that being, person, thing, that it's just not a good situation. So you've always, your natural instinct is to back out, do otherwise. But I think it's a shadow. So that's kind of what I think I'm dealing with here. I've had someone else tell me that good possibility. I just heard another vocal that it could be the dogmen. I'm leaning towards that more also, as being the dogmen, but because there's nothing more creepier when they're in an area or you're around them, that it can't get any creepier than that, other than maybe a rake or something. But yeah, what I'm saying, long story short, what I'm trying to say is, I don't think I have anything here full time that's bad, or that calls this place home. I think I just get, like I said, I get I get things that pass through here on their way to another area. And here lately, I've had the luck of coming across them. But anyway, all right, guys. I was gonna go back to that, where I'm pointing my camera back to that corner straight ahead and center of my screen. I was gonna head back there. I'm gonna come back up here later on. I gotta do a couple things up this way today, and maybe when I come back up, I'll go back that way. I'm gonna start my next video. I'm gonna start coming in from a different way. There's actually 3 ways, 2 that I could drive in, and then a 3rd way that I could walk in, that are entrances to my property. And I want to start coming in different ways to show you guys all of the property. This is just one corner of what you guys have seen so far of my property, and I want to share the rest of it with you guys, give you an idea of layout. But once again, I thank everyone. I'm so grateful to have all the subs that I have, and I love communicating with you guys when you leave comments. And if you see anything, please comment, tag it, thumbnail it, whatever you call it. And I love talking to you about the different things that you guys see that I don't see. And you guys see so much more than I do. It's awesome. I know it's hard, trying to run the camera and watch, and it is to me. It showed me reality real fast of what everybody else that has channels go through. That's for sure. All right, with that being said, wish everybody a wonderful day. God bless, and I'll see you on the next one.